Hi all, welcome to Unmaking a Mess with Darlene Morgan, where there have been many messes that I've been in or I have created, and thanks to the grace of God, I'm still here, and so I know and believe that He still has a purpose for me, and I know He has one for you too. I mainly write and speak from a single mom's perspective, but I do hope that I'm reaching a lot more people in a wider audience. So anyway, it's been a couple of weeks, I think, since I've been on here, and I want to make sure that I'm doing recordings on a regular basis. And so after seeing a friend tonight that I had not seen for several months, I realized that the last time I saw him, I was actually getting this YouTube channel going or the podcast or something. And I remember thinking how discouraged I felt that I only had a handful of subscribers or views. And now I actually have a few more subscribers, definitely more views, and that just makes me really happy and thankful. Yeah, I'm still in my coat and my scarf because it was really cold today, and I came home and I haven't done anything to take care of myself just yet. I came home, took the trash out. My daughter took our turkey and our pork roast out of the garage refrigerator because they were not thawing out because it's cold in the garage, go figure. And she brought them inside, and so I just took them back out there because they're starting to thaw and still a little bit frozen, so that's progress. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to get on here and update you guys on what's been going on and talk a little bit about me and just the roller coaster of emotions and anxiety that I've gone through. And still doing these videos without anything written down, and I feel really good about that because I think it's just a great way for me to just be me and who I am. And what better? I mean, you're getting genuine authenticity, messed up mom, or happy mom, or feeling good mom, or incredibly emotional mom. And yeah, and that's what I want to be, and I want to relate to you guys. So the last couple of videos I know have kind of gone on and on about my getting the job, working at the shop or not working at the shop, trying to sell the shop, and then having like some really crummy days. And then when I actually went to go edit my videos, edit the transcript, and put it on my online blog, Unmaking a Mess, I realized that when I was writing it and putting it online, I was feeling actually pretty good. So it was kind of strange to read the words that I had written from the week before, where I just was, I guess, a complete mess. And it just goes to show how things can really change in a heartbeat. But, you know, that's who I want to be. I want to show you that I am not polished. I am not like one type of, you know, attitude and personality. And even though things are thankfully so much better than they were months ago, I still struggle a lot with depression and anxiety. And then I have like these super fantastic days like I've been having lately. And, you know, I think that's something that I just kind of want to talk to you guys about today. I want to visit that subject because when I am feeling good and I go back and I read my words or I watch the videos where I'm just not upbeat or feeling, you know, happy about things, I really get like this guilty, shameful feeling as if, you know, like I'd mentioned in my last video, you know, I feel bad that I complain about some of the smallest things. And, you know, it's not really complaining, it's struggling with some of the things that, you know, are difficult for a single mom. I wish all the time that, you know, I had somebody that could back me up, could support me, go to dealerships with me, deal with disgruntled people, you know, deal with my daughter when she doesn't want to talk to me, stuff like that. But on the other hand, I know that I can go through those things and they can create like a real depressive, anxious feeling in me. And I think once I kind of get over that hump and I remember to give it all to God and I let a few days go by, I kind of reboot and get back to being myself, if that's like who I am, or if that's even the right, you know, thing to say is being myself, because everything's who I am and everything is who you are. I mean, we're not just going to be totally happy all the time. And I know this is totally common sense for you guys. Okay. I know it's like that for so many of you. But for me, it's not. You know, I come from a family where we all did everything together. And if one person was down, everybody was down. And if one person was happy, you know, everybody was happy and it was fine. However, I can't really think of many times when we actually were all really happy. And as a result of that, I kind of hung on to that. I kind of hung on to that real down feeling, that dreaded feeling that I know I have talked about before, where everything has like this ultimate crisis about it or negativity about it. And I've really had to learn how to avoid that and how to bypass it literally in my brain. I am learning how some of the smallest tribulations in our lives are just going to happen. And it doesn't mean that it has to be followed with anger, resentment, sadness, depression, fear. But when those things do happen, you know, I can't feel guilty about them. I have to know it's just part of human nature. I think what bothers me the most is the drastic ups and downs, and when the ups are happening, if they are genuine or not. I know they're genuine. I know like when I'm feeling really happy and I feel good about myself, it's when I don't care like what I'm wearing or what I look like. I can totally just hang out with my daughters and say something completely ridiculous, get up and do a funny dance. I can walk around and, you know, like walk funny, do something dumb. And that's when I know I have that little essence of me, of Darlene, because it was there like years upon years ago. And I remember like during my recent marriage, how many times I used to wish that I could do that. And I remember a few times when I actually did bring about that goofy side, how I was accused of taking drugs or drinking, or if there was, this is really transparent here, but I'm just going to say it, if there was like a side of me that really felt intimate and wanted to be sexy or sexual, I was accused of doing ecstasy, even though that was like a real natural part of me along with the goofiness. And so I just kind of quit being that person, and I stuffed it all away. I don't like it when I say stuff like I stuffed it all away, because those are things that you read in books and you hear people say, oh, I stuffed it away. It's so cliche, but it's true. I mean, I buried it, and I never felt like I could be that person. And even now, I know I can, and I don't care if it embarrasses my daughters or they tell me to stop or something like that, you know, as long as I'm not making fun of them, or I'm not making an ass of myself or making fun of someone else. You know, I want them to see me for who I really am and who I've been before. And I even want them to be able to see like the depressed side of me and the sad side of me and the fearful side of me. And I want them to see that side come back around so they know what is actually possible in a person's life. I am still on an anti-anxiety pill. The doctor actually increased my medication because after I started my job, that combined with continuing to do everything else, including, you know, parts of the shop, it just was getting to me. And I think I mentioned this in the last video where, you know, I would get off work and, you know, my heart would start beating. Or even now still, I have a lot of trouble catching my breath, and I know that's the anxiety that's kind of just still a strong part of who I am. But I deal with it, and I guess I accept it. I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, it's not like our entire world is on medication. I know they're not. I mean, a lot of people don't take medication for stuff like this. They just smoke pot instead. Yeah, that was kind of a jab. But it's true. I mean, and actually, you know what? I can't really make fun of that, because if the anxiety was there years upon years ago when I was smoking pot, I guess that's how I was self-medicating without knowing it. So there you go. There's some hard truth for you. And I'm just glad that I got that out there, because that's a revelation for me that literally just came out in this video for you guys to see and hear for the first time. Just discovered something about me. And it's not like I need facts and science to realize that I used to smoke pot just recreationally. I didn't know that I was struggling even back then. I mean, I knew that I had problems just kind of being myself and would get, you know, confused, really uptight about things. But like I said, I was doing a lot of drugs back then and smoking more weed than ever. And so I guess that's what repressed it. Then we all go through these times where we start to grow up and families change and people die on you. And all of a sudden you get to be in your 50s and you discover what you actually want in life. And that's where I'm at now. So yeah, ups and downs, I guess you can call this video, and revelations. I don't know, maybe I just kind of wanted to get on here and talk to you, because I don't like it when I can like be super happy and uplifting, and then the next time I'm just really down, I think, oh my gosh, I've just confused my audience. But isn't that the point of why I'm doing this? is to show you the back and forth. And even when I'm editing my stuff, I might be feeling good at the time. I have to realize that whatever I'm editing, if it was like one of those really tough days, that was real. So anyway, I'm not going to take a whole lot of time here because I want to get cleaned up and spend time with my daughter and her friend who is staying the night with us. And I kind of want to start prepping a lot of things for Thanksgiving because we are going to have a huge Thanksgiving get together with my daughters and about 5 or 6 college soccer players. And that makes me super happy. My daughter, who attends college, is dating a soccer player, and she's invited like these other international soccer players who can't go home for dinner. And I just love that about her. And so I said, sure, why not? She let me know in plenty of time where I started buying food way back. And that obviously helps to kind of spread out the cost of it. But you know what? Cost doesn't matter when you're making people happy and you're making them feel good and you're wanting them to feel at home. That's something that I've always wanted to do. If we wanted to, we could positively do it here at our house. It would be super crowded, but we decided to do it at the coffee shop, which I think is really smart because it'll give people, well, it'll give all the students and the kids an area to sit and plenty of room to spread out. But you know what? If we want to have it here at the house, maybe we'll do that too. I don't know. Who knows? Life's just one day to the next, and we just got to live it the best we absolutely can and take care of ourselves. So I'm going to leave you with that. I am going to finish up in my room and get a few things organized and get downstairs. So, hey, thanks for tuning in to my rambling. It really means a lot to me, so much that I would love it if you would absolutely subscribe, share, tune in each and every time. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. If you know someone that is a single mom that struggles with the ups and downs with anxiety and depression and needs someone else to kind of relate to, please steer them my direction. Moms or dads or anyone, okay? Because I love you all and I appreciate you. Remember, ask Jesus to come into your heart and save you, and let him know exactly who you are and what you need from him, because he will respond. And just really work hard to take care of yourself and make those right choices for you and your family. Okay, Apple, YouTube, and my online blog, all titled the same, Unmaking a Mess, as well as on Facebook. Look me up, send me a message, please comment, let me know what's going on in your life and how you're doing. And love you guys, take care. If I'm not back before Thanksgiving, which I probably won't be, happy Thanksgiving. God bless you all, and so much to give thanks for, even when you think there isn't. Okay, bye.